Hello. Now I know you say this is Uncle Grammar Police. Unc, you are hilarious. Go and rest. Now, child, I don't gotta rest. Something wrong with me. I got too many voices in my head. Something ain't right. I got too many personalities up in here. Okay? Now, just before we start the show, I have a question for you. Um, when you are speaking to like my type of people, the brown people from the far side, if you encounter them, when they shake their head, if you ask for a discount or something, and they do this, do you understand it as yes or no? Because where we are in South Africa, this is yes, this is no. But this is the whole of South Africa is still trying to figure it out. Anyway, let's get the show on the road.
Uncle Grammar Police. Uncle Grammar Police. Wow. Really? Oh my God. This is what you're doing. Okay. You know what? Let me just tell. Come here. Yaka, yaka, yaka. Let me tell you something. I got to let you in on something. The only reason that I haven't dealt with you very properly on this app is because you're so funny. That's the first reason. You are so funny. You're so obnoxious. That is actually hilarious. I was even having a bad day yesterday. But when I seen your videos, when I seen what your response was, when I seen how you behave, it was just so hilarious. Listen, if it wasn't for respect, if it wasn't that my parents have raised me well as a Black American lady or woman, the way I would have dealt with you. But because of respect, I know you're somebody's uncle. I know you're somebody's daddy. I know you could even be somebody's granddaddy at this point. But it's only because of respect, I'm respecting you. I swear. Oh my gosh, please just calm down. Tika. Just calm down.
As President, my fellow Americans, as President Cupcake Ramaphosa, I would like to what's this word? I would like to apologize. I am sorry for the behavior of the other characters in here. I am about the only decent character that ever comes out. Remember my name, it is Cupcake Ramaphosa. You need to understand South Africa to get that joke. I apologize for making South African jokes in the middle of you talking. But on behalf of our country, we apologize for the behavior of this individual. From Cupcake Ramaphosa, not Cyril. Cyril doesn't know about me yet. He knows I'm a problem, but he won't admit it to everybody.
It's okay. Ah. Uncle Grammar Police Officer, calm down. But yes, that's why I haven't seriously dealt with you. It's because you're
I ain't the popo, girl. Don't be doing that. I ain't the popo. Actually, it's the opposite. Down here, we got something called tsotsies. I'm more like a tsotsi. Now, colored folk usually call the colored version of a tsotsi a scowly. I'm more like a scowly. I ain't no gentleman. You gotta understand that.
like I said, you're somebody's uncle and you're seriously hilarious to me. I don't know what it is about you, but it's just everything you do is just so funny. I understand you're trying to do TikTok right now.
And YouTube, so that I can feed my people that come here. They look just like y'all. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, if I don't get y'all's attention somehow, some way, I'm just trying to make life a little bit easier. Not with y'all's money. All you gotta do is watch my videos. You'll see we trying to feed Africans. We trying to make life a little bit better. I want to get some phones and put it into the hands of Africans because they is more hilarious than I ever will be. I seen it. Where you think I get my humor from? It's from them. I live in Africa. We got a good sense of humor up here. Well, actually, we down. Sorry. Told you I could become a little bit dumb when I get this here accent. My apologies. And I didn't mean that as an insult, and I apologize again.
Trying your best to do TikTok, but like, babes, I mean, I'm sorry, uncle, it's just leave it for us. Just, honey, Uncle Grandma Police, please just go and rest. Go and rest. At this point, go and rest.
Nope. See these dark rings that I got here? No, I ain't gonna do that again. Do you see these dark rings I have here? These dark rings are from a lack of sleep because when you with the red, white, and blue flags say anything about South Africa, something happens. All of the red, white, and blue, Australia, France, USA, England. I don't know, it's something about the colors. See, we got 6 colors. You need more colors on your flag.
And do you know what else? And I'm gonna just leave this whole situation with this last thing. Like, after this, I'm not even responding no more. I'm just gonna continue to sit back and laugh. But you know what? I'm like a cat. Have you ever seen how cats behave? You know, if they have a mouse that's running around, they could easily, and they've already caught the mouse, but they sit there and they play with their food before they eat it. That's the way I'm looking at you, Uncle Grandma Police. You're like a mouse that I just haven't, you know. So just let peace reign. I mean, honestly, you seem, even though you're on here trying to talk shit about Black Americans and talk about us and stuff, honestly, you seem like a nice uncle. So
What I need you to know is I'm not trying to talk nonsense about Black Americans. In fact, I don't like the term Black Americans, but there's many things that you've done that make me feel like that is how you're going to understand it. Africans are so rich with culture, and we're not trying to impose our culture on you. We're asking you to take an interest in some part of Africa, not as in area, but something about some tribe that actually gets you on speaking points or speaking terms with Africans. Not every African wants a green card. I don't. I do not want a green card. Oh, please. No. I love Africa. You need to understand that I love Africa more than anything. I can greet in most African, let me not say most, but a lot of African languages. And the truth is, I find it sad that you African Americans would not try to even greet or learn to greet in other African languages. That is the biggest icebreaker that you have to communicate with other Africans. I will always promote Africa. And I apologize for the language that I used when I used vernacular or the local languages. But I apologize. That the truth is I do apologize. I'm not looking to make any enemies, but I do believe that in some way, shape, or form, I've got to try to get African Americans to look at Africa as a place of investment. I'm talking about investing in people. Trying to invest in the land, I've realized it's not really going to go too far for people of color. So in the meantime, what I'm asking for is This battle of who's more intelligent needs to end. Let us have a different battle now. Let us have a battle of who cares for Africa more. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to say, let that be our competition. I know of a few African Americans that are here and get very uncomfortable around me because I know so much about Africa. It makes them feel like, is he trying to make me feel less African? The truth is, yes. Yes. There's so much that you need to know about this motherland. These stories of absolute humility. The stories of humanitarianism. The stories of how Africans can value life. When we see what you guys are doing to each other, busy shooting at each other and things like that, make no mistake, we start questioning things like, why are you marching for Black Lives Matter when you've got people in another city that are the same race and you don't have the love between each other? What's wrong? That's what goes through us as Africans. We feel for you. The thing is, we know that you don't feel for us the way we feel for you. So when we say Sawubona, we say, I see you. It means I see you. And I wish, really, I do wish I could see you, not just you, but more African Americans come back to Africa, but don't come to South Africa. Other countries in Africa need you far more than us. I would love to have you all here. But these other countries in Africa, they need African Americans far, far more than South Africa. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to get you all to love Africa as much as I do. My forefathers, some of them came from a different place. What was known as Hindustan, because at that time it wasn't Pakistan in India. It was one country. Same thing, colonization. Let's just say that I'm also displaced. But I do not cry for my home, which I believe to be Pakistan. That's my personal belief, right? Or a part of my home. But there's a big part of me, half of me, that other half belongs to Africa. And the half that doesn't belong in Africa, according to my own people, it's my duty to change their perception. It's my duty to bring them towards loving other Africans, even if they have to hate me for some of the things that I say. If hating me causes them to love you, even better. That's what I want. Because I know I can fly off the handles. I can get you to hate me very, very quickly. But the truth is, when I get angry like that, for me, it's like I'm fighting for one of my children. I see Africa. I know it's supposed to be my motherland as well. Okay, and when I say supposed to be, you know, half Indian, half colored. I've got to try to love more than just this land. I've got to be loyal to Africa. And I see certain things that are just not, it doesn't make sense. You live in America, but yet Africa's got so much to offer. And believe me when I say African food does taste better. I promise. I promise. I've been to other places in the world. African food does taste a lot better. That's why I love Africa. The fruit that I've had overseas. I've been to Italy. I've been to Spain. I've been to Mauritius. But coming back to Africa itself, the fruit, just the fruit only. You taste African fruit, you'll understand why we love Africa.
Please let peace reign. Okay, just Tika. Tika.